Alright, welcome back to Octopath Traveler. Today, we will be doing Tressa's story, and the town of Victor's Hollow. I realized that I hadn't stolen everything from this place, so as I was getting ready to do this, I went ahead and did just that. Let's see. After learning of the Merchant's Fair, you head to Victor's Hollow to find an item worthy of the auction. Eventually, you make your way to one of the shops. The story so far. In Quarrycrest, Tressa met a fellow merchant named Ali. He told her of the Merchant's Fair in Grandport, where the greatest treasures in the realm are put to auction. And so Tressa vowed to find a worthy treasure, hoping to prove herself a merchant worthy of respect and renown. So it was that the two promised to reunite at the fair. It's about time I updated the notebook. I'm on my way to the Merchant's Fair in Grandport. But first I need a treasure worthy of the auction. So I've come to Victor's Hollow to find one. The owner of this book found what he was looking for here. Hopefully I'll be as lucky as he was. Alright. It's time I had a look around this place.
All right.
Let the search begin. Excuse me, could you tell me about this map? That old thing? Don't really know where it came from. Found it in the storehouse and thought about throwing it out first. But I figured I could make at least a few leaves off of this. English. I could make at least a few leaves off it this way.
Oh?
Mind if I take a closer look? There are traces of old lines where it was redrawn, and it smells of the sea. From the looks of it, this map was very special to the one who drew it.
Oh.
I think there's something written here, but the characters are strange. I'll be darned if you can read these scribbles, young lady. My dearest friend, here lies my most precious treasure, Balthazar. Balthazar? As in, the dread pirate Balthazar of the Eastern Seas? And this is his treasure map?
Yes.
Sure seems that way. It must be worth a fortune. Give me that! Lady Luck is on my side today. Now let's keep this between us, young lady. Here, I'll even give you some candy. But I didn't come here for candy. So what? Are we gonna buy the map off them? What are we gonna do? And I can't steal it off of them.
Phew. Time for a break.
Oh, she's gonna read it. Or not. I already wrote in my diary today. So I'll give the notebook another read. In this world there are countless treasures, but only one is precious to me, and I'll journey on to find it. He had only one true treasure in the whole world. And there he is.
Hello there.
Good to see you making use of that notebook. We meet again, lass.
Mr. Leon!
Mr. Leon, what brings you here? I could ask the same. Don't tell me you ran away from home. Not quite. I just decided it was time I saw the world. And I have the notebook you gave me to thank for it.
Oh.
Aha. Thank yourself for choosing it, lass. What are their pirates doing all the way over here? Sink me. I be ready to make the grave of me hammock. What?
Hello.
Oi, ain't you? Oh, it's these guys.
What?
Nick and Nack.
You ninny?
It's Mick and Mac, you bird-brained ninny. You're the kid who gave us quite the lashing back in Dripple Slime. It's Ripple time. Didn't you two learn your lesson yet?
Mick. Mac.
That's quite enough.
Captain.
Apologies, Captain. Captain? What's the dog barking about? Aye, our pirating days be behind us. We'd be working under a different flag now.
Got that right.
That day opened our eyes to the true greatness of Leon Bastral. Now we be having the honor of calling him our captain.
Whoa!
I'm glad to see you two singing a new tune.
Well...
As am I. They've been doing well under my command thus far, but still have a ways to go.
All right.
Right you are, Captain. Now look alive, you half-drowned dodo. There's work to be done. So, lass, how do your travels fare?
Well,
I'm still learning as I go, but I do have a goal now. I want to sell something incredible at the Merchant's Fair. If I can manage that much, it'll prove just how far I've come on this journey.
You don't say.
Well, there's certainly no better place than the fair for an aspiring merchant like yourself. And what exactly is it that you've deemed worthy of the auction? I wish I could tell you, but it's still waiting for me to find out. What is the dog barking about? You're gonna have to... You're gonna have to give me a minute. Okay, it wasn't anything serious. Oh, a yet undiscovered treasure, I see. Then I wish you all the best in your search, lass.
thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. By the way, what brings you to Victor's Hollow? It's the home of an old friend. He passed away around this time of year, so I decided to pay a visit.
Oh.
Were you two close?
Aye.
Aye. Balthazar and I were like brothers.
Oh.
Balthazar? As in that Balthazar? Which Balthazar, lass? The Balthazar who drew the map I found earlier.
Could it be?
Then they may just be one and the same. Could you show me where you found it?
Yes.
Yep, follow me.
Hey.
Excuse me, sir. It's me again.
Welcome.
Welcome back, young lady. I trust you managed to keep the you-know-what a secret in the meantime? No, not at all.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry, but I couldn't.
Hmm?
What do you mean you couldn't?
What do we have here?
Pardon the intrusion, but I heard you might possess a map belonging to Balthazar. Who are ye? This is Captain Leon Bostral.
Oh!
Leon Straw? Scourge of the seas? I don't want to believe it, but there's no mistake in that blue spear. I heard all about you and your famous words. What were they again? The strong take while the weak quake? Those are words best forgotten, sir.
This is...
Do you take me for a fool? I know you're just here to loot my store. I can assure you I came for no such reason. I cast aside that lifestyle long ago. Whoops. This certainly looks like one of Balthazar's works. You really don't plan to steal it, do you? I see. So the rumors about the great pirates Leon and Balthazar being friends really were true.
Huh?
Huh? He sounds different.
I beg your pardon.
If you two were as close as the stories say, then I'm sure you'd do anything to have this map. Am I right? He's trying to sell it to us at exorbitant prices.
But...
However, it's a precious family heirloom, and I'm afraid I cannot part with it without recompense.
What?
But earlier he said he was just going to throw it away. If you're truly the Leon Straw, and I'm certain you're well versed in the treasures of the realm.
You see...
I am but a lowly merchant, you see, nothing in comparison to your grandeur. But there is one thing we have in common, a desire for a certain treasure. Have you heard of Edbart's shield? Edbart was a servant of the King of Farian. His defense with the shield was said to be impenetrable. Legends say he used that same shield to protect his liege until the tragic fall of the kingdom. I heard a rumor that it's been spotted in I've heard a rumor that it's been spotted in this very town as of late. Curious timing, isn't it? Both a fabled pirate and a fabled treasure in Victor's Hollow at the same time. If you happen across it somewhere, Mr. Bestraw, I'd be happy to trade it for the map. How dare he use that map as leverage? It rightfully belongs to Mr. Leon's friend. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you are mistaken.
Till we meet again.
Thank you for showing me the map, and my apologies for taking so much of your time.
Hey.
Are you really just going to leave without your friend's keepsake?
Aye.
That map is not mine to take. Now I shall take my leave, lass. I'd like to celebrate his life with a drink tonight. Mr. Leon. He says he doesn't need it, but I think a memento like that is best kept in a friend's hands. I'll find a way to get it to him. You said you'd trade that map for Edbart's shield, right? I'll be back in 2 ripples of the tide. Just say a second. Where do we gotta go? I don't want to read this, I have to sneeze. You really want that map, don't you? I do, for Mr. Leon's sake. I could steal it for you, you know. I'd rather you didn't. I can handle this by myself. He wants a trade and he'll have it. That's what I do best. I'll show him who's the best merchant around. Well, I see my help's not needed here. Thought I'd act the gallant type, but clearly you're a lady who prefers the leading role. You bet. After all, how could I call myself a real merchant if I refused this challenge? How indeed. So, do we have to go on a quest to get the shield and trade it? Is that what we're doing? I forget, where did we go? Oh yeah, we never did a dungeon here since we didn't have to. We just went in the arena with Oldbred.
Hello.
I've got plenty of wares from traveling around. Oh, he just has it. It's not even that bad. Let's see. I don't think I need any of those. I'm surprised he was only selling it for 8,000. Hello again.
Ah.
Back so soon?
Of course.
I made a promise, didn't I? And I always deliver. That's a big shield. My word, I can't believe you actually found it. But this symbol, and this weight, and all these scars, there's no mistaking it. This is the real deal. Are you telling me that 8,000 is a lot?
Most grateful.
Thank you so much, young lady. Here's the map as promised. How did you ever manage to get this shield? I'm a merchant. We have our ways. Obtaining such a renowned treasure is no small feat. I can see you have promise, young lady, and lots of it. All I did was walk over to a guy that had it and bought it. For 8,000 gold. That's nothing. I have 100 times that. No, that's not how math works. I have like 400 times that amount of gold.
Well, well.
A shield for a map, is it? What's got you down, Hannet? I was merely pondering the worth of the shield and map. Aren't they truly equal? Well, it was a nice shield. Very sturdy. No loss on the trade, then? Well, maybe a little. But as I see it, this old map is very important to Mr. Leon. So it hath greater value to him, then. That's right. One person's trash is another person's treasure, after all. Doesn't matter what price I put on something. It's what others will pay that matters. That's what trade's all about. Then it taketh two parties to set in a price. I had not considered that. There are in depths to thy work I had never imagined. Don't you know it? As interesting as hunting beasts, wouldn't you say? I would have to agree. So now what's Leon gonna say? He's gonna be like, no, find the treasure
Mr.
and sell it at the
Leon!
auction. I brought something for you.
Huh?
Baltazar's map. Don't tell me you went through the trouble of finding the shield for that. All we did is walk 5 feet and buy it. Then I won't. Thank you, lass. Mr. Leon, were you really okay with just leaving the map at that shop?
You see...
When you gazed at it, your eyes were so forlorn. It felt like it belonged with you. Your keen eyes never ceased to amaze me. Let me tell you a story, lass. About Baltazar and me. My eyes. Ooh. We were but lads when the sea first called to us, and as we grew, so did our reputation. Baltazar came to be known as the Wild Eagle, and I the Sea Serpent. Our ships clashed on the open ocean, and our names roared like thunder through the skies.
Captain Leon! The storm be giving us no quarter, sir! Let's turn back! The old girl can't hold on much longer!
Anyone wanting to retreat can be my guest and swim back. I'll reduce this ship to shivers before I let him have my treasure. If those scurvy sea dogs get to that island first, we get nothing. You hear? Hold fast to that rudder, mateys.
Aye, aye, sir!
Balthazar, that bastard.
You're too slow, Leon.
Aye, Captain Obvious.
I think he'd have learned after all these years.
Enough. Else I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the gulls.
Now I'll be taking this island's treasure if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it isn't mine. Do whatever you please.
Do ye remember when we were lads, Leon? Starving in the slum, stealing to survive. We dreamt of just growing up and had to fight tooth and nail to reach the top. Nothing was ever easy for us.
In this world, the strong take while the weak quake, and we became strong.
Ye never change, Leon.
You say it like you're any different, Balthazar.
Not everyone stays the same forever, matey.
Balthazar. He was always looking off into the distance. His eyes gazed far, far away, towards a seemingly unreachable place. Time passed between us, until one day...
Can I tell you something, Leon? I never wanted to be a pirate.
What?
When we were lads, I dreamt of being a merchant.
Have you gone daft? Balthazar of the Eastern Seas. A merchant.
You're a bloody scoundrel for laughing, but it be the truth. I wanted to trade treasure from every corner of this here world and bring people together. I lost sight of that dream after becoming a pirate. But these days, it's all I'd be thinking about. Leon, do you have something precious to you? Aye, a fine storm this is. How about another wager, my friend? Whoever reaches that island first be the winner. If you win, you get that gem you always wanted.
Uh-huh, will I now? And what happens if you win?
If I win, ye hand over your most precious treasure.
Deal.
That's how our final race began. But Balthazar, he never emerged from those stormy seas. I found his ship several days later, wrecked on the coast. Balthazar had been the victor of our very last match. But does that mean he got there first, but he, like, died? Or is he saying that his greatest treasure of all was his friendship, and now that it's gone, he had taken it? Is that what they're going here for? This map shows the location of the gem he wagered that day.
The Eldrite.
He called it Eldrite. It's the only one of its kind in the entire world. It was by far the rarest of all the treasures he'd plundered. But seeing as I lost our match, I haven't the rights to it. That's why you left it in the shop. Precisely. You made a proper trade for this, lass, so it belongs to you now. However, however you use it is up to you. Up to me. Mr. Leon lost more than just a race that day. I think having a memento of his friend would cheer him up. And I wouldn't mind getting a closer look at more pirate treasure.
Alright!
Time to put this map to use. Alright, where are we going?
It couldn't be.
Eldrite, the Awe of Legend. You know of it, Professor Albright? Oh yes, otherwise known as the Eye of the Sea. So beautiful, men liken it to the eye of a goddess. Or so all of my tomes tell me. I have never observed an actual specimen with my own eyes, mind you. It is also written that you can see an ocean inside if you peer long enough. A whole ocean, with fish and seaweed and everything? I would be surprised, to say the least, if the view offered quite so much detail. Truth be told, on all accounts of hearsay, well, all the accounts are hearsay, not one author has claimed to have found one of the stones. Though not for want of effort, it has long been sought after by pirates, kings, and would-be treasure hunters. And me, suddenly I really want to find it. Ha! Now that's the spirit. What is to the left? Is that more area? I don't know. Let me go save real quick. Now what the heck is over this way? Path to the Forgotten Grotto. Is it here? Not sure as to why it would be here, but if the map says so, then... Okay, I see, we're left this way. Hey, you know what, if the cave's by the sea, then... yeah, I could be in there.
Letting us beginning.
More plants. I don't really want them to hit me at all.
Let's do this!
But it looks like they will.
Fire!
What is the logical course of action?
Letting the hunt begin.
And then she can do this. Yep, that's all good. Is that guy low health? I might not have to use him now. Nah, he's not.
Oh, flames, rage strong. Thus ends your lesson.
Well, compared to the 600 to 700 XP I was getting in that last dungeon, that's not much.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Green Crabos.
An interesting dilemma.
I could try lightning.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Okay, they were green. That was my only thought as to why they'd be weak to lightning.
You're
Dang
too
it.
hard.
Deep head, why would you do that to me?
Let's do this. To ashes with you.
Coming, if thou darest.
You know, I need more animals. How strong is this crab? No, not strong at all. I would love this mushroom.
I will cut him down.
Out of my way. I appreciate it, really.
Here I go. To ashes with you.
Oh, that didn't do any
Coming,
damage.
if thou darest.
Now, what next?
Alright, let's see if I can capture him with Panic. Oh, he spawns enemies. I forgot about that.
You're too kind.
And he's dead. I didn't think he'd be that low.
My turn now. Fire.
Now the true lesson begins. Oh, flames, rage strong.
Wow, that did a
Thus
lot.
ends your lesson.
There's all these treasure chests over here. Oh, did I miss that one? I guess I did. Yeah, it's probably nothing important.